Well, hello everybody, my name is Scott. For today's talk, we're going to be talking about how can you and other animals survive in the coldest place on Earth. Well, topically, you guys know what is the coldest place on Earth. It's in the Eastern Antarctica Plateau, which is a place where it is super cold and is known as the coldest place on Earth. With the vast white ice surface of Antarctica stretches for over 3 million square kilometers, empty, desolate, and almost completely silent, where appearance can be deceiving. On the coast of this expanse, just a few meters beneath the ice lies a multicolored constellation of light. This remarkably diverse realm is home to over 8,000 species of sea denizens who rely on these worldly traits to survive. So how can these species not only live but thrive in such a condition that most animals would be unable to bear? Antarctic waters are some of the most consistently frigid ones in the world, hovering below 0 degrees Celsius, which is 32 degrees F. And this means burning energy too quickly can be super deadly. So survival in this ecosystem looks really slow and steady. Freezing temperatures persist even in the summer, but the seasons bring a rare gift, sunlight. For brief years is abundant. You know the way how the earth rotates around the sunrise? And in the Antarctic, usually it will get lighter, but it's just not always, just in summer. Well, this infusion of energy drives intense coastal phytoplankton blooms, transforming the waters into a thick green soup. Marine life animals, both large and small, take advantage of these phytoplankton blooms and also include the Antarctic isopod. They all can consume this opportunity for the meal and they never miss it. Well, let's look at what happened in summer when the light spreads down on Antarctica. Well, the scavengers eat a wide variety of prey, including other giant isopods, or even eating different kinds of animals. And by slowing their metabolism, they can make this food last. The Antarctic isopods can even survive for 15 days without eating. Since this adaptation involves careful conservation of energy, giant isopods spend most of their time stationary or inching across the sea floor. Meanwhile, the tiny amphibiad usually celebrates the summer by release offspring near the Asia explosion, the one I told you later, to ensure that the young have food already for them. And sea cucumbers carpeting the seafloor and hoover up the dense plankton with outstretched tentacles, producing, those feces that are very rich in nutrition. But this big summer blowout doesn't last long. The first sign of autumn arrives in 5 needles of frozen ice. Well, what happens when autumn comes? These slowly coagulating crystals form a skin across the surface that mix with the snow to create a thin crust of ice in autumn, and the water gets darker and colder. And in this swiftly dim world, a set of long, spooky limbs slide into view. Well, individuals such as sea spider, for instance, can grow to the size of dinner plates in these times. But soon, these underwater giants will be moving slower than ever as winter ends. When winter settles, you must know that the seafloor becomes even colder. Water falls to negative 1.8 degrees Celsius, which is something super crazy. And spring is back. On the surface, the thin icy crust thickens into a layer called nulles, and young ice starts forming ridges that block out the sun. The entire sea cucumbers and urchins go into dormancy for months. Antarctic limpets continue feeding, but at a very gradual pace that they are largely still surviving on energy reserves. And week by week, light slowly begins to shine back down through the ice. Bit by bit, this underwater world will begin waking up to begin its delicate slow motion dance once again. And that is the life in such a cold place in the eastern Antarctica plateau or just Antarctica. And it's just so amazing to see these animals even thriving in such a condition, right? Well, I hope today's video really did teach you anything. Goodbye and see you next time.